Welcome to the second semifinal of Monday Night Starbow number 21. We are back on Blue Storm for game number 1. In the bottom left corner, your green Zerg player took down Dirty Bag in the last round 2-0 with some really nice play. It is Franscar from the Bestest Friends.
And up in the top right-hand corner, taking down the Red Bandit, it is Confed smokeybear, playing as Terran this time, not as a Zerg.
Yeah, smokeybear actually, he says that he ZVTs, but otherwise he plays Terran. So he did take down TRB 2-0 in the last round with his Terran. I believe he did catch him off guard in the first game, maybe, because TRB thought he would be playing Zerg. That's what TRB said, at least. But despite that, still able to get game 2 as well. So smokeybear, apparently quite the skilled player here we have in our hands. As I said, I've seen him here just recently, playing some Starbow, but wasn't quite sure how good he was or really knowing a whole lot about him, but obviously a pretty good player. I think he's played quite a bit of Brood War. He said something about Brood War is life in his first game against Das, I think. So
I don't remember.
So maybe he's a seasoned Brood War vet, which definitely does carry over to Starbow pretty well. Of course, if you can play Brood War well, then you're just going to be good at just about any sort of StarCraft-related game.
Or anything.
Yeah, that game is hard. So do see Smokey getting that barracks up. Has not taken a gas yet. See what kind of build he wants to go for here in a little bit. In the meantime, Franscar did get the hatchery first and is moving on into the spawning pool. No gas for him yet either.
Nothing too interesting happening. Pretty standard stuff, except for the fact that smokeybear did not get his gas, so he's probably going to go for command center. We'll see if he's crazy enough to build it at his natural or if he just sticks it in his base.
Yeah, there's no real reason not to on this map because you don't have the high ground, so, you know, if you're going to go for the CC, naked with just the one barracks, now, not completely naked, he's getting a few Marines. He's actually built some Marines before he gets his command center, unlike Dirty Bag. But Franscar showing that he, you know, definitely comfortable playing against this style. Dirty Bag went for the CC after barracks. Off with no gas in his games against Franscar, and Franscar played extremely well and took that series 2-0.
So we have an in-base hatchery for Franscar. Just want to macro it up a little. Who needs queens when you can just build hatcheries?
Yeah, queens are hard to use. You know, you gotta inject, use APM.
Just hit one S and Z and hold it. It's just pretty easy.
Right, way better. Okay, so we do see the gas coming in for smokeybear. He's also going to start adding on some more barracks here. The interesting thing, of course, will be to see what kind of build Franscar goes for. So it will be off of 2 base, but with the 3 hatch. And we actually don't see a layer coming up here yet for Franscar, and this is around the time where you generally start seeing those layers come up. So it's not going to be any sort of fast layer play. And we do see a small Marine move out here with 6 Marines here for smokeybear.
No medics, so probably just gonna poke, but there's not a whole lot back at home. There is a spawn crawl on the way. I should be able to finish in time and ward Marines off, but
and I like how smokeybear, he walked around the long way to avoid the scouting overlord, actually.
Ooh,
but these,
nice. But
these Zerglings
we have Zerglings in the mineral line. Takes out 2 STVs.
But here come the Marines, and the Marines come through the gap here, and they are outside the range of this spine crawler.
Oh, they might be able to take down the hatchery.
They actually might be able to. Now, Franscar should be able to make enough Zerglings here. He's actually only got 4 coming out, though. We do see the layer is on the way as well. This is a really, really tough spot. These Marines are going to be able to do a lot of damage here. And we might have to see some transfuses here.
Oh, and the spine crawler does get moved, so...
So here comes the Queen. Queens are going to have to try to keep the spine alive. Okay, now here come the Lings. They are on top of the Marines. Okay, the Marines are going to go down now. Eventually, there it is. So nicely cleaned up from Franscar, but did lose quite a bit. Total workers killed. Actually, smokeybear only got 1 worker. So overall, good job from Franscar. Now we do see the Hydra deck coming out.
And smokeybear is behind on a unit's loss tab, so very good job by Franscar holding that off. And we do have a lair just about finishing and a Hydra stand just about to finish. So probably going to see some nice workers.
As I was saying, trying to say earlier, actually, the smokeybear sent his Marines around the long way to avoid the scouting overlord instead of sitting through the gap. The Marines do fit through the gap, but he chose for the slightly longer attack path just so that that Overlord wouldn't see them. But Franscar did see them with the 2 Lings right here, so countered his sneakiness with some sneakiness of his own.
Looking over at the chat, we have some Franscar hype and Smokey Bear hype rooting for their favorite players.
Oh yeah, Franscar boys! Show me the Franscar boys!
And the Marines are just taking a shortcut, who cares? That's actually a lot of Marines and 1 medic, and
yeah.
Sim's only halfway done, but...
And now this Terran base is completely undefended against these Lings, and the Lings now do have speed, and they're going to go to town on this mineral line, sending all of his units, no bunker, no real defenses, no wall, nothing, just... And he's going to pull the entire Marine force back. Really nice here from Franscar, just, you know, he knows that the Marines left with the Scouting Overlord, and just sends in, you know, 6 Lings is enough to really get a lot of damage done here, and being extremely annoying.
And forces the whole entire army back, so... very nice offensive defense by Franscar.
Yeah. So it does get it cleaned up here, but so much lost mining time, and not even any... Okay, now there was 1 SCV mining gas that entire time. Still doesn't actually have the natural gas. She really doesn't need at this point, but he's going to need to start securing that relatively soon. And Smokey Bear, is he just going to try to get aggressive again? It looks like he is. He's got to start getting some sort of defensive situation, though. He can't just let Franscar continue to
Although
run
we have
by.
this very nice Lurker Zergling group, might be able to intercept the whole entire army.
And that Lurker will at least clean up a little bit here. And now these Marines, without any medic support, trying to fight against the Lings. Okay, the medics are in the back. But, oh, immediately taken down. 1 Lurker shot takes down both of the low health medics, and now there's no medics here for these Marines. They're going to have to go back again. Now these Lurkers shouldn't be able to get through this gap. Hopefully they don't.
That'd be horrifying if they did.
That would be extremely scary. Okay, now we do finally see some bunkers coming up from Smokey Bear, trying to make it work without the bunkers or any sort of wall off. Might have just been his downfall in this game. So now we do have the Ling and Lurkers trying to come in. Maybe just do a little bit of containing here. The Lurkers at the top of this ramp. Has 1 burrowed for this path as well, so Franscar not only has vision of this path, but does have some defense there. And just going to keep rallying some more units over. It looks like Franscar's going to try to take a 3rd in the top left here relatively soon as well.
And Franscar's Spire is just about halfway done as well, so we're going to get a few minutes, poke around in the mineral lines. We do have the engineering bay down, so it shouldn't be that long until Mistarts come out if Smokey Bear does discover the Mutalisks.
Yep. We do see a couple of tanks coming out. He's got 1 out, and but another one on the way, but there's no siege mode on the way. We do have a fusion core going to be finishing up right now. And I imagine we will see some irradiate and science vessels coming out as well. So these tanks, if they're going to be useful, are going to need to get siege mode here relatively soon.
So we actually have a hive on the way relatively quickly, and no mutas, so it might be Guardians.
Oh man, Guardians could be really good here. There is a lot of dead space outside of the natural, both on this side and this side, where these giant things look like kind of look like, you know, the Matrix, the like those pods that like, humans are kept in.
I'm just like waiting for some. I'm waiting for some like Protoss Zerg hybrid to jump out and just kill everyone.
Yeah, dude, it's messed up. All right, really clumped up Lurkers here though. These tanks, well, they don't have siege mode yet though.
Oh, they got to be careful with these Zerglings, but it does look like Franscar's just gonna play it careful and just retreat.
Yep. Of course, Franscar doesn't know that these tanks don't have siege mode, so seeing those three tanks come up did push him back there. Doesn't want to get sieged to death. But once again, the scan coming down. Now, siege tanks, I believe their range should be, what, similar to Lurkers, right? 7? Oh no, they actually do outrange the Lurkers by 1.
Yeah, they do. They outrange them just by 1, so...
The tanks don't even need the splash damage to deal with the Lurkers, alright.
Oh, those Lurker shots took out a bunch of Marines.
Yeah, that high ground especially is going to be very difficult. Science vessels can't see it though, and here come the tanks. Just gotta leave the tanks here. Smokey Bear does that very thing, so really nice, cute little play here with the unsieged tanks from Smokey Bear.
So the fire mountain is done. Consume is on the way. So and we do have 1 Defire on the way. So probably gonna see a bunch of Darkstorms start to get laid down everywhere. And I like this a lot. We have this high ground creep spread into spine crawlers defending the top ramp portion. Actually, both ramps pretty well. So
yeah, that is really cool. Nice. Because if you're going to take this expansion here, you really want to make sure that you hold onto the high ground here. You don't want to have, especially a Terran with siege tanks, bearing down on you. from that position. It'd be very difficult. Right, we do see the tanks go into siege mode here. And start taking down these spines. So unfortunately for Franscar, not going to get that. We do have one Irradiate going down.
Oh, took out a lot of Scourge actually.
Oh yeah,
Pop.
the Irradiate doing a lot of damage to this army, the Defiler. So no Defiler here now. So we won't have any Dark Swarm here for Franscar. He's going to have to try to make this work. And smokeybear with a really nice pressure here. You know, not a lot of units, but these siege tanks are doing a lot. And takes down another Scourge. So there are still about 4 or 5 Scourge out. Oh, here comes a big
nice
Ling run. Oh, right, as he unsieged on the lurkers from the back.
Geez. Very
my
nice
God.
by Franscar. Takes out the whole entire army, pretty much easy peasy.
Franscar, what a play here. And look at this lurker taking down the retreating units.
Oh,
wow.
right, I forgot about that worker. And apparently so did smokeybear.
So Franscar able to see right when the tanks unsieged. And those tanks were in a, you know, kind of tough position. There were only 3 of them. There were no reinforcements really coming. We do have some vultures with some mines here. Could do some good defense here.
Oh,
Franscar,
nice
job of trying to run by.
And yeah, this base is probably going to be denied, but we do have some fire bats. Anticipation for the Dark Swarm, but those lurkers are so good. It's killing everything.
Yep, and there's nothing's going to be able to clean this up here from smokeybear. smokeybear really starting to run out of army here. This command center is not going to finish. What do we have in Irradiate? We're going to have... There's 2 Irradiates here. He could Irradiate 2 of these
you got to spread against the lurkers or else that'll happen to you. And 1 and 2 Irradiate, and...
He's got to cancel his command center. I don't think it's going to be able to finish. Oh, here comes the scan.
Oh,
and he does clean it up. Wow, but it is so weak now, and these Lings will take it down, no problem. Huge number of Lings. And you can't repair the command center until it finishes building. And here comes the Scourge, taking out all the science vessels.
And that might be this third is going down. There's not a whole lot hanging back, and there's a GG from smokeybear. Franscar taking game number 1.
Great game from Franscar.
Replay saved.